Hey guys, nice to meet you. Okay, let's get ready to eat some trees.
Yo, Diddy's on high, the we see.
Mr. Barrow here. Is Mr. Barrow. Hey there, tree family. It's nice to see you guys. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Brian, aka BJ Thomas, like the old singer. And let's see, I was going through a rough patch back in 2020. My daughter moved out with her boyfriend. My girlfriend moved out. My mom died. And everything was going bad. And then I just prayed a bunch, and I was listening to this book on tape called I Am the Word. That's very good. And everything turned around. And so now I'm remarried. I have a wonderful wife. I met her in September 2020. And my daughter has moved back home part-time and is becoming a nurse. And everything's just been perfect. And ever since 2020, we've planted about 140 fruit and nut trees. And even though we're right at the edge of the forest here, we have just enough light to grow some nice trees. So let's get started. Today, I am going to show you guys how to keep the deer from eating your trees, because that's something that you'll learn if you try to put trees anywhere out in nature. The deer will just munch on them 24 hours a day until they're little shrubs. And so what I learned, the fastest and easiest way, and probably the cheapest, is you get this stuff called horse fencing. You can get the 4-foot tall. It comes in 4-foot, 5-foot, or 6-foot tall. But the 4-foot for me is good because that fits in the trunk of my car and is a lot easier to manage. And 4 feet tall a lot of the time is tall enough for the small trees. And then what I do
is I'll cut another 2-foot section off and add that to the 4-foot section to make it 6 foot tall.
And so ideally, if you have a truck, you would get the 6-foot tall fencing, or maybe the 5-foot tall you could get away with. But if you have a car, you have to go with the 4-foot and do some cutting. So let's get started. Okay, guys. I have here, it's the last of my fencing right now. Normally I would put a taller 4-foot section up like I was telling you, but I actually only have a 2-foot section for now. So I need to go to Tractor Supply and get another 4-foot roll of the horse fencing. I just get the cheapest brand, and I get like a $20 spring-loaded bolt cutters from handheld bolt cutters from Amazon, and that's a nice little thing to easily cut this wire. Next time I'm going to show you guys how to do some drip irrigation with your own timing system that just automatically does it all, and it's so much easier. So much easier. My wife was watering them for almost 2 hours a day sometimes, but now we just kick back and we don't have to water them at all with the drip irrigation. But there is some maintenance involved, of course, and you have to buy new timers sometimes. And so one thing I'll do with the timers, I'll show you next video, is I'll protect them, and so they last longer. They don't get destroyed in the winter from the rains. Okay, so you'll see what I did is I like to bend it all the way. You have to use gloves and eye protection, of course, because this kicks back sometimes and it literally will poke your eyeballs out. And you have to use gloves or you'll get cuts. And so you wrap the whole, all the way around on the top one, but then for the next 3, you can just wrap them halfway around, like so, just a little half wrap. And then again on the bottom, I like to do a full wrap around. And then there we go. Boom. Now it won't get run over by the lawnmower. And when I get another roll of fencing, I'm going to extend that to 6 feet tall. All right. We'll see you guys on the next video. This is Mr. Bear Root.